knowledge is a power. Knowledge is everything, but dream is more powerful than knowledge. So don't be afraid to have dreams, but your dream must be supported by the knowledge. And by having the knowledge like me, my life changing 360 because of the blockchain knowledge. So while doing some project development, I still learning until now. While teaching, I'm still learning.
Hey, this is Patrick, and today we have really another amazing guest here. It's the blockchain expert, founder of Asian Youthpreneur Community, founder of the Blockchain Academy Asia, co-founder of Crypto Valley Malaysia, author of several books, many more things. I'm very honored and thankful for your time and coming here, and welcome Effendy Zulkifly.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe you start by letting us know a little bit who you are, where you're from, where you went to school, and how was your journey into the blockchain.
Okay, my name is Effendy Zulkifly. You can call me Effendy. I was born in Kuala Lumpur. My birthday 20 September 1982. Now I am 37 years old. My journey started from the boarding school of Malay College Kuala Kangsar. This is a boarding school for person who's succeed in academic, and in this school the best in terms of academic and leadership can enter the school. It's like the Eton of the East boarding school. And then after Malay College Kuala Kangsar, I continue my first degree in legal studies. After graduated on 2010, I started my journey in a legal firm, and I have my own legal firm. But on 2012, our legal firm advised one big data company, and that is my journey in the digital world. So while advise this company on the big data, I need to learn a lot of tech, what you call tech things. I must understand how the technology move in terms of big data. Then after 2 years with advising this company, I decided after I learned a little bit coding, Python, big data, on the basic things, I decided to involve fully in the tech company. So I decided to have my own tech chamber, ASEAN Youthpreneur Community. We gathered 10 countries in Asia doing some promoting on technology. And 2014 also we involved to develop our payment gateway for e-commerce between these 10 countries, doing some trading by putting the e-commerce and doing very well. And after then started on 2016, I met Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum in Malaysia. This event is a closed event organized by government of Malaysia under MDEC. Then I decided to fully involve in blockchain after I met him.
I understand, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you founded the Blockchain Academy?
So because in the event I asked Vitalik Buterin, because that time 2016 Malaysia is still not so much it's not it's very rare people talk about blockchain in Malaysia that time 2016. So I asked Vitalik Buterin in the event in Malaysia in KL, so what we can do in Malaysia to promoting Ethereum blockchain. He said awareness, education, please meet a lot of universities and promoting Ethereum, promoting cryptocurrencies. Then I decided to form this kind of our Blockchain Academy Asia to promoting education to universities.
Okay.
From that moment, so we have because I also have I gathered all these experts in blockchain. Some of them or do coding, programming. Some of them involve some project in overseas. So we combine together the resources. So we develop some modules and we start to do some short course certificate. Until now, we have around I think 5 to 6 universities in Malaysia and Indonesia to talk about blockchain, do some certification to the universities. It's more on the R&D, more on the corporate transformation, and helping the startups in blockchains to enhance their technology. And of course, then I also entered one competition event on tech organized by University of Technology of Malaysia, UTM Malaysia. So they have this SIC, Swiss Innovation Challenge. It's an event, it's like pitching event for the tech projects, and we are the only one company that promoting blockchain, and we won international track. Competed with another 200 tech projects.
I remember this. I was once at the kickoff event of this because it was organized. The Swiss ambassador was there, Swiss Malaysian Business Association, and I was there also. So it was quite nice. Okay, great. That's great. Congratulations on
from that journey. I won the first. I won the innovation track for the international track. In the SIC Asia, I was the champion, and UITM I represented Malaysia to pitch for the world level in Switzerland, and I met the guy from Crypto Valley Swiss, and from that I got some what you call inspirations, because Crypto Valley Swiss in Zug, they have a lot of people in blockchain. Even the mayor also accepted blockchain, Bitcoin, the payment, the restaurant, all the hotels, you know. So they have very big ecosystems. But they just launched on 2016. So then I came back from Swiss to Malaysia. Then we formed another what you call.
It's a chapter, right? So it's an international organization, and then you formed the Malaysian chapter for Crypto Valley.
Actually, different entity actually. But because we registered under non-government organization, it's under ROS, Register of Society. Because that time 2017, Malaysia not yet recognize this kind of cryptocurrencies, blockchain. So they do not know so much. So we focus on the Crypto Valley Malaysia, focus more on the blockchain for industry solution. Crypto Valley more on the tech chamber, but cryptographic is a part of the main integral technology. It's not so much on cryptocurrency, but more on the cryptographic technology.
Okay, understand.
So now, Crypto Valley Malaysia getting very huge, getting big, because we work a lot. We work with many government agencies, universities, to promoting blockchain technology as an enabler to another high tech technology like big data, IoT, and AI.
Understand.
And the rest is history.
Well, the history is.
I can say that I am the platform guy. I am the community guy. So I have 3 platforms: education platform. I have Blockchain Academy Asia. I have community platform. It's a Crypto Valley Malaysia. It's non-profit. And of course, I have my own IT company.
That's Blockwork.
Blockwork is
okay. I just wanted to move into that, but it's nice. It's a very good handover of the topic. So let's talk a little bit more about these 3 companies or ventures or organizations. Let's start with Blockwork first. That's your company, you said. So let's talk about this and let us know a little bit what you're doing there, what the company is doing.
For my business platform, Blockwork focus on 3 things. First, we focus on IT business solutions. It's like more on the blockchain as a service. So we give some consultancy on how blockchain can help industries to transform from the conventional way into the blockchain solution. And second, because the problem with the startup now is more on the crowdsource. So we have this solution of STO, security token offering. We not do any ICO. We focus on the STO because STO more with a legal involvement. Security token offering, and also we do a lot. And our ultimate goals for blockchain is we want to have one project one day in a smart city development. So Blockwork, because when it comes to blockchain, still not matured yet, still in progress on development. So we believe that smart city is the ultimate goal, and every tech will involve in smart city. For example, IoT for the devices connected, blockchains in terms of in terms of payment gateway, we need IoT, right? Smart city need blockchain, need blockchain to enhance this kind of payment gateway. AI also, robotics, this kind of mobility. So we are going to that area. 3, STO for the crowdsource to help the startup. Second, business IT, anything on use cases. And third is more on the ultimate goal is smart city development. We advise how the housing developer how to put element of tech in their projects.
Okay, understand. And then let's come to the education platform. That's already you explained a little bit, right? That's mostly helping the universities to like develop their syllabus, or how do you help to?
Honestly, only for the startups zone, I announced my blog work. Before this blog work, it's just my back end. People know me because of the education and the community. Because before this, it's quite hard to talk about business because when you meet people will think that you want to sell something rather than you go for education line, and people will open the gate easily. Before this, my movement, I focus more on the blockchain academy Asia. It's like this in Malaysia. In order to give people to accept any new tech like blockchain, we need to have 3 A's. Anything on the new tech, we need to have acceptance. First A is acceptance. Then we go for the, awareness. Then we go for the acceptance. Then third, we can go for the adoption. So because this for awareness, we promoting blockchain academy Asia very well, not just in Malaysia but in Asian countries. So after settle the education, they understand. Then they ask for any solution. Then I will send my team in the business side to give them solution. But the first thing, we give a lot of awareness. Sometimes it's just free course, but also if they want to go in details, some universities they want to develop module for their universities. So we give solution and we get some royalties on the module solutions for universities like their diploma, their degree or professional certificates. And also training we charge. When they want to have certificate, and the certificate we put in the blockchain.
Okay, of course.
It's not about promoting Bitcoin.
Correct. And then do something else.
Trading is not our main target on because it's about the volatility. We are not on that area. We focus on industry, solution based, and how blockchain as a technology. But of course we put some awareness to them that please make sure that you are safe. You protect yourself if you want to do some Bitcoin trading or like that.
The main reason we reached out to you, and you obviously know Homan already before, was exactly that, right? We wanted to go a little bit beyond the cryptocurrency. This is what is in the news like every day, and everyone knows already about that. And Bitcoin is obviously the most well-known blockchain, but we want to talk about other use cases that are out there, and some you mentioned already. What is, from your point of view, the most interesting use cases for a blockchain beyond Bitcoin, of course?
Honestly, to say that when Satoshi Nakamoto announced his white paper on 2009, the first blockchain is a Bitcoin blockchain. The philosophy of Satoshi Nakamoto is not to do like what this communities, from my personal view. I can accept another view on this, but in my personal view, Satoshi Nakamoto want to ensure when they have this kind of cryptocurrency Bitcoin, to ensure to eliminate the middleman, to against this kind of inflation of the fiat money, and then everybody can have their full control. But what happened after the 9 years? People misuse this philosophy, and these big guns, big players, they do mining machine, they develop the mining machine and do speculative. Now, before this, everyone can do mining, but because of a monopoly of certain big corporations, so they control all the nodes, and people make money from the speculative. So I can say that after 10 years, the philosophy of Satoshi Nakamoto, the early philosophy, is not implemented by the community. People use Bitcoin as a speculative product. So forget about a little bit about the cryptocurrencies. I can say that it's very good what you call use case by cryptocurrencies. But now after a certain years, we can see also blockchain is a technology, is from my understanding, and cryptocurrencies is a part of the products, right?
It's one use case. It's
right?
only one use
So
case.
we can
Maybe
develop,
the best developed because it was the first one, and blockchain was designed for that first. Right?
Yes.
But now we have a lot of other use case and ideas. Beyond fintech, let's say. So if you put like the fintech part aside, let's talk a little bit other things like what I was very interested of. Like it's very interesting is like things like food safety, for example. I saw some very interesting use cases where you can make sure that like the food you're eating is really like what it claims to be.
Yeah, this is a very good discussion on food safety, for example. One of the projects that we now involve, still in the first phase negotiations, we want to do, because in Malaysia, I can give some examples in Malaysia situation. Malaysia government want to focus blockchain for 3 pillars. First on the halal, halal and agro. Second thing on the automotive, and third on the supply chains. So this is a use case that we want to develop in Malaysia. Because why? I always when people overseas, I mean this event management, they invited me to talk about blockchain, and my topic always on the feasibility studies on the blockchain ecosystem. So people always ask me the comparison, why country like this, their solution. For example, people always compare Malaysia and Singapore. Especially my friend from Europe, they said, why I need to invest in Malaysia? Which one is the best, Singapore or Malaysia? Some sort of that of question. So I just said like this: every country have their own strength. Singapore is very good on a fintech because they are a small country. They need to develop more on the financial, so they are very good on that. But Malaysia also have another strength on blockchain for industry because we have so many manufacturers. We have factories, we can say that big population compared to Malaysia. So in terms of the food security, like this, for example, for the palm oil. So this company said that we need to use blockchains because blockchain is about on the traceability, the data, the block, right, traceability, and also the trust transaction. And third, more on this kind of cannot be reversed, immutability. And it's everything on the transparent and trustworthy. The best thing about traceability, for example, for Muslim, especially majority Malaysian are Muslims, so they want to know their food is a halal food, not involve pork, slaughtered with a Islamic way, for example, right? So what we can do, we can put some sort like of QR code on the ingredients, code on the ingredients, and also we can ensure the supplier and the manufacturer can fit this kind of regulation from Islamic way. For food safety also, of course we can ensure this kind of the ingredients. We can.
It goes the same direction, right? Basically, it's the same kind of use case, right? Halal food or like food safety. In the end, you want to make sure that the food is where you want to be sure where the food comes from, how it was treated, right? That's a very.
This huge market is, for example, one of my Japanese said like that. Japanese and some countries in Europe, they love to eat fish. So they use something like the fish skin and put in the blockchain also, in order to ensure the fish is a premium one. So this fish is very expensive. So by putting in the blockchain, they cannot.
So you cannot sell a cheap fish as an expensive one and just claim it's.
That thing that we can do on the traceability in the blockchains.
Coming back to traceability, and then you mentioned before already the palm oil. Let's call it the palm oil challenge, right? Because it's a huge business and market here in Malaysia. And currently some challenges with the EU, also with Switzerland, that people think they should not use anymore the palm oil from Malaysia because it's not sustainable and you kill the rainforest and all the animals die there. Do you believe this is a good use case for blockchain, and how to do that really in the end, that people can trust that the palm oil from Malaysia comes from a place that is very sustainable? Maybe the plantation is there for 100 years already and it's like a family business or something like this.
For me, when it comes to blockchains, on the reviews in terms of products, the news, we now developing, we call as a reputation economy 2.0. It's like this: when Uber, Grab, promoting their services. Actually, they are promoting reputation sharing economy. Everyone putting some review on the service, right? This Grab driver is very good Grab driver. So the rider will ensure 5-star, 4-star, or 3-star in terms of service. Same goes to the higher scales of services or products like palm oil. Now from the European side, I don't know what happened actually in the real thing in the geopolitics, but I can say that it's like a trade war between a soybeans oil, this kind of palm oil, right? So what we can do? We can put in terms of data analytics or data transaction by using blockchain, because blockchain you cannot remove, you cannot put a fake account because the IP will be timestamped and encrypted. You know, you cannot put a fake account 2, 3 or 3 times. It's a very transparent in terms of the reviews. So in Malaysia, especially in ASEAN, in Malaysia, anything on planting the palm oil, they have this kind of calculations. One place deforest, then they will put another. They already counted every area on the forest. They planted the palm oil, and also they will cover with another trees, the green trees. So they have that kind of data. But why the data is not promoting very well overseas? Secondly, in terms of deforestation, government also have their own reason to do that. And in terms of deforestation, it's not what you call a genuine news about we just do some pollution, because anything on planting the palm oil, government already calculate another trees that we must be plant back. It's like that. And then also the area also is already gazetted for palm oil, and we also put some reserve for the trees. In terms of the ingredient also, some of the fake news said that the ingredient is not good for health, but a lot of research R&D from the scientists, from the professors, for instance, that the ingredient is very good, the health, the oil also is very good for health, for example, right? But not promoting very well. So blockchain people like us, we can put some traceability in terms of ingredients to ensure that this is not it's a genuine listing.
So some projects already ongoing to do that. What is the status?
Still in progress, but we just focus on blockchain traceability in terms of a supply chain. So we want to ensure this product is a very genuine product. That is like that.
Okay, understand.
Yes.
Okay, good. We talk about the halal, also Islamic funding that goes back into fintech, of course. Maybe we check the next topic on IoT and smart cities.
Okay.
What is the connection there between blockchain and IoT? Is this like how does it connect, right? So what is the idea behind that? How you use blockchain in the smart city? Okay.
For blockchain ecosystem, you must understand in the smart city development, real estate and house or anything on building development, there are 2 type of areas. We call it as a greenfield or brownfield. Greenfield from the scratch, then we develop the smart city, or the brownfield is existed already the city, then we develop to the smart city. So blockchain can have both sides. In terms of brown area that already the city that already there, so we can put some element on devices, connected devices, IoT, because IoT is about devices to devices. One one handphone can control many devices, but the most important things about this, how blockchain can help in terms of security part, because we put the data, we encrypt the data, we secure the data, cannot be hacked easily. And second thing, in the smart city, we can enhance the economy. We call it as a tokenomics. By having this tokenomics, we can ensure the transaction by using cryptocurrency at the part of the solution for the payment gateway, right? Rather to use cash money, the inflation. Another options for the smart city people to use blockchain fintech solution as a part of their. So of course also blockchain can enhance a lot of things. It's like putting some security.
So security of IoT, you were saying like that the package of the IoT device is sending is already like a block. So you can never alter
Yeah.
what the device is sending, or say like
Yeah.
the device sent from a different location or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's
And then you must
interesting.
understand anything on smart city is about the data.
Yeah.
It's not about so much the physical building. It's about the data. It's about the
Okay.
data.
Yeah.
So when you have blockchain with a data analytic, it's like it's perfect marriage.
Yeah.
Because blockchain is just a public ledger, but you need to have a data into the blockchain transaction. By having big data is so big. I mean, it's so huge and not structured. By having big, blockchain, you can timestamp the data. You can structure the data effective and efficiently.
Okay.
That's it. The things that how big data, blockchain, and IoT can work together. It's like perfect engagement or perfect marriage between these three high tech. Of course, big data the earliest, in terms of high tech.
Yeah, okay. It's the most advanced already.
Yeah, more
okay.
advanced already.
I understand. Okay, that's great. Thanks a lot for explaining this. Now, when you start with a blockchain or an idea, what is the typical way, or what is your recommendation? What is an approach how to start a new blockchain for a project?
Okay. When it comes to the blockchain's involvement, first you need to understand the parameter. You need to understand, we call it as a parameter of the blockchain usage. It's not everything you can have a blockchain in the technology unless you have enough data, because blockchain is a database. You need people to translate the data. And secondly, you must consider the cost. You must consider the use case is related into real implementation. So when you want to involve, first I think again more on the education part. You must identify, is it your business model? But we can see that blockchain can involve in every sector, but the only thing is it your industry is mature enough. For example, for me, agriculture farming is in Malaysia still need times, because we need to educate the farmers to put the data, right? How we want to get the data. The farmers need to understand this kind of facilities. So it's not blockchain cannot be standalone. So blockchain must integrated with other techs. So to involve in blockchain is like multidisciplinary knowledge. People want to involve need to educate themselves first. And of course, a lot of misunderstanding on blockchain, because people always define blockchain as a Bitcoin. If you want to go to the Bitcoin also, you must have knowledge to invest. For example,
knowledge.
Education is a power.
So is that the key success factor you're saying?
Yeah,
like
to understand the parameter,
yeah.
to understand how blockchain is to your industries. To define first, to understand from the blockchain. You cannot just follow people just because of the trending, just because of the hype you want to join, but understand and see the value.
Well, what is, from your point of view, the biggest mistakes that were done, or even you in other projects you have done, that is like something you say, this you have to absolutely avoid? Yeah,
I love this question. When I learned something from this question, when I met some, I can say that this my mentor. They said, don't see any projects, any companies because the success story, but see how they develop the projects, the success, but how they encounter all the mistakes. So to learn the mistake is very important for the newcomers, entrepreneurs or startups. From our mistake, actually, it's not mistake, it's a learning process for us. When we are so excited on the blockchain development, we try to involve with so many projects, and some of the projects we cannot deliver. It's not good. Not deliver means that like this. Sometimes it's not from our mistake, but also from we have a misunderstood from the people who want to use the service. They just want to have a free POC. It's kind of like that. So you must be clear at the stage. Who is the investors? What is the monetary side? If you have no money, how you can use other investors' money in terms of development. So must understand that blockchain need a lot of mutual consent between you as a startup, the investors. So must be clear, and don't easily follow the trend, but you must understand your strength first. So that's the thing that we love in the process. At the end, we just choose the best for us, and we just go for the focus area. You cannot just you find even you have some funding, also must think twice or 10 times that you get these funds, you really can deliver or not. A lot of projects from the blockchains we can say many projects fail because they just think about how to get the fund, then they cannot deliver.
Okay.
Getting funds is another things, deliver another things, and how to success another thing. There are three types: getting fund, deliver, and the success.
Okay.
So you must understand three levels carefully.
Sure. Okay, that's great. That's great. Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Maybe last question. We come to the final question. What you would like to say to the young entrepreneurs? Like you founded already a community earlier years, but what is like the final thing you like to say to young entrepreneurs, startups in connection with blockchain?
For me, I would like to say that knowledge is a power. Knowledge is everything, but dream is more powerful than knowledge. So don't be afraid to have dreams, but your dream must be supported by the knowledge. And by having the knowledge like me, my life changing 360 because of the blockchain knowledge. So while doing some project development, I still learning until now. While teaching, I'm still learning. For example, last year, although I already involved in this kind of high-profile involvement project in blockchain, I still go learn blockchain in Frankfurt School of Finance and Management in German, in Frankfurt. So what I get from my education in the blockchain enhance my knowledge, more structured in terms of development, while I also do some development. So by having the knowledge, I also can get my dreams to be relatively faster, maybe 5 or 10 times. So please, again, knowledge is power, but dream is more powerful than the knowledge. But to have your dream succeed, you must have a knowledge to support your dreams.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you very much. What a wonderful word. Thanks so much, Effendy, for coming here, sharing your knowledge and experience. Really appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Patrick.
And
Thanks so much.
thanks to you for watching. Stay tuned. And again, next week, another round for Startup Zone Talk. Thanks. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.